Hi guys, my name is Cherita. I'm the most positive person you'll ever meet. I guarantee it.
We are singing to our love.
You guys, I didn't know. Actually, I did know because I saw what happened with James Charles and the whole Ebola Africa tweet thing. But I didn't know that I could tweet something that would just basically turn the entire cheer industry against me. Bah! Before I get started, make sure you guys click the subscribe button for new content every week. And also do not forget to link up with me on my social media. All of that will be below in the description box. So let me start out by asking you guys a question. Do you have that one person that you would believe if they told you that Tupac resurrected from the dead and went to the White House and personally impeached Donald Trump and became the next president? Well, I do. I have a few friends where if they tell me something, I'm gonna believe it because I have no reason not to. So I had a friend that texted me and was like, hey, I heard that Cheer Extreme, SMOX, they had older people competing on their team and they got disqualified. And I was like, shock value 1 billion. Now, if you would have told me, oh my gosh, Cheer Extreme SMOX, they scored 150 points at a competition, even though I know it's impossible because scores are only out of 100, I totally would have believed him and been like, oh my gosh, let me tweet this. Or if he would have told me, oh my gosh, this athlete from Fame Super Seniors tore her ACL and continued her routine on one leg, I totally believe this person just because that's the relationship that we have. So when he told me that, the first thing I did is I went to Twitter. I had been on Twitter all day oh my gosh, this is what happened. Cheer Extreme SMOX got disqualified from cheer sport. So as soon as I tweeted, the second I tweeted that, my notifications went buck wild. And then my anxiety set in and I was like, oh my gosh, I just made the biggest mistake. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Now, I wasn't mad or upset at my friend. It was, I should have done my fact checking, but he told me, so I just assumed, which is silly of me, but I just assumed that what he said was true because of all of the ramifications that he told me and blah, blah, blah. So then I started getting people tweeting very condescending things. And I was like, oh crap, I messed up. So once I figured that out, I started replying back to everybody and I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. And this was to every individual person that tweeted to me saying that I was wrong. And I responded back to every single person. And even people were in my DMs, they were like, hey, you might not want to say that because I don't think it's true. And I was like, well, my bad, the tweet's already out there. I don't see the point of tweeting and deleting because I know people took screenshots of it. I know they did. So what's the point of me deleting it if it's still just gonna come back full circle? So I just went back and apologized to everybody. I apologized to SMOX because they responded back to me. So I apologized to them and then I put out just a blanket apology. I apologize for anybody that I may have scared. This is actually what's happening, blah, 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 blah. So I figured, cool, it's all out there. It's not like I was trying to be mean or malicious, and I didn't really see it as me being negative because, like I said, no matter what the shock value was, I would have put it out there. Had it been true, then it wouldn't have been negative, it would have just been the truth. So I had mixed responses. Now mind you, this just happened a couple hours ago. I had a lot of people who tweeted at me telling me I was wrong. I responded to them and they didn't respond back, which is fine. And then I had a few people who were mad and they tweeted at me telling me I was wrong. I apologized. They accepted my apology. I had other people who were like, you guys leave her alone. People make mistakes. She's already owned up to it, blah, 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 blah. So I had a lot of different responses to this situation. Now, the biggest one that kind of irked me was cheer updates. Now, mind you, cheer updates literally has the cheer industry in the palm of his hand. And not only does he have the cheer industry in the palm of his hand, but he constantly gets in arguments with 13-year-old little girls. I'm sorry, I always say that age, but he constantly gets into arguments with 13-year-old girls, even when he might actually be wrong. So he came into my tweets and said, you might want to, actually let me read it verbatim. He said, you should really consider the ramifications of posting falsities. There's nothing accurate about the post below. Now, if he would have just been like, hey, what you said was wrong, then I would have been like, it's already been explained to me. Sorry for the misguided information, blah, 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 blah. But no, he had to be very, very condescending. So I responded back with, you should really consider the ramifications of posting what you think is knowledgeable cheer content. Like I said, he has the whole cheer industry in the palm of his hand, but he tweets things like this to people. Now, was I wrong in tweeting that back to him? One would say, yes, I was wrong, but that's just me sticking up for myself. He is an industry leader. Like, everybody knows who he is. He's an industry leader, but he talks to people like this on a daily basis. And never, ever, ever, I'm not going to say never because I don't know, but he does not ever own up to his mistakes. That's one thing I did that was different. He then tweeted a friend of mine and said, you're far better than this. Careful who you align with. To quote Donald Trump said, you are fake news. Well, one, I don't tell people that I'm a news broadcaster. I don't tell people that I know all of the latest news in cheerleading, because I don't. Like, there's so many times today that I tweeted, who is this person? Who is that person? I don't really know anything about the athletes and, what's going on in the gyms and this, that, and the other. But what I do know is I know how a score sheet works. I can tell you how to make your routine better. I can tell you why you scored in a certain range. And then he said, I don't know what tweet he replied to because he blocked me, but people love me, so they send me things. And he said, like your YouTube vids laden with falsities, opinion, and really obscure, juxtapositioned or jaded views. Okay. I mean, if that's what he thinks, that's fine, but at least I know he's watching my videos. And I've been getting a lot of really, really nice tweets about, leave her alone. She's actually a really sweet person. She made one mistake. She apologized. Let's move on. So after all of that boiled over, I was like, all right, cool. So then I get a message on Fierce Board. Not a message. I got a reply to something that I had posted on Fierce Board. And it was from a person with the name Stop the Drama or Quit the Drama or something to do with I hate drama. And this is what they said. All star flaws equals calling out a team on Twitter for something that was absolutely untrue. Confused. Like, how are you gonna bring that up again? And like I said, I apologized directly to the team and, via Twitter, because that's how they responded to me. And then I put out a blanket apology for whoever. And then somebody else on Fierce Board said that they didn't think my apology was sincere, or they thought it was basically half-assed because I didn't put the apology to the team directly on my page. But I apologized directly to that team. Somebody else kind of put it into context, and I understand what what they're talking about. But one, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be condescending. There are ways to say things without being very hypocritical. Then I have people telling me that I'm a bad judge of character and I'm starting rumors or this, that, and the other. And if people would honestly just watch my channel, they would know that all of my intentions are pure and they never come from a bad place. Like I said, when I was tweeting that, I thought I was giving out true information. Now, if it had been true, then it was true. Like, so what? That's like if we heard about a coach that does drugs and I put it out there and it came back to be true. Like, are you going to get mad at me for putting out the truth, even though what they were doing is negative? You get what I'm saying? And this goes to show that people will never, ever let you live down what you've done wrong, but you do something positive and it's silence. People are so quick to want to call you out and throw you under the bus. Like, if you guys go through my social media, you'll see there's no negative things on my social media. Most of my tweets today were like, oh my gosh, who is this person on this and this team? They were incredible. How come those tweets didn't go viral? Like, honestly, people are always so quick to find out something that you did that was wrong. Like, guaranteed, every single person who watches this video knows about the Cash Me Outside girl. But how many of you guys know about what positive things are going on in your own community? Or how many of you guys know about what Tim Tebow is doing for people outside of this country? And, you know, like, it's just like people are so caught up in drama and in negativity that the minute anything negative happens, people are all over it. One of my favorite tweets today, I tweeted, "This is an emergency. I need to figure out who the center boy dancer on Northern Elite Fury is. I need to know who he is ASAP." I wanted to know because I thought he was a great dancer, and I tweeted after that saying like he was a great dancer, I live for his life, and blah blah blah. How many retweets do you think that got? Nan. Except for him. So many people just basically like came for me directly. Like, the people who were nice to me were the people who came to my DMs. The people who were nice were like, "Hey Cherita, you probably might not want to say that." And it's like, all right, cool, and I appreciate them. But then there's those people that are like, "You suck, you're wrong." Somebody told me that I was just trying to stay relevant. Like, if I was trying to be relevant, like, I would tweet stuff like this all the time. All the time. And you look at somebody like Cheer Updates, who tweets very mean and cold-hearted tweets on a daily, and I see people all the time talking about how rude Cheer Updates was to them, or how condescending Cheer Updates is to them. And these are teenagers, these are children, but yet he has 290,000 followers. And then there's somebody like me who I'm just trying to spread knowledge about cheer, because not a lot of people understand how it works. So yes, he can tweet this team hit, that team hit, but I can tell you why they didn't win or why they did win. And I feel like I do those things without being whiny or aggressive. Somebody told me that on a Fierce board. They told me I got my topics across without being aggressive or whiny. I don't really know how to end this video, but I honestly want to apologize to Cheer Extreme, especially SmoX, because what I said, what I tweeted, it was not meant to be disrespectful or negative of any kind, because that's not the person I am. You don't have to believe me, it's fine. Just know that the person that I heard it from, I truly believed, and I'm not upset at this person at all. I already told him, like, if he came to me and was like, they found Jimmy Hoffa's body, I'd be like, that is freaking incredible, and I would tweet it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, our president believes things that are just handed to him on a piece of paper, so I think I deserve a pass. It's just funny how negativity spreads like wildfire and positivity hides in the dark. It's sad. The biggest thing is I haven't heard anything from Cheer Extreme or from SmoX directly, but I'm getting all this backlash from literally everybody else. So I think that's it for this video. My brain is like all over the place. If you guys do not know, I have a giveaway that is going on right now. It is for a Cheer subscription box. I do have the video, which I will link below and in the cards. Let me know how you guys feel about everything in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a positive and love-filled day. Bye.